Good morning, guys. We're back for another lesson. Let's just go over some reminders. First one, assignments will be due every day. I will post a slideshow or a PowerPoint every day, and you will have something to hand in every day. Second, if you do not hand in an assignment, you will get a 0 and a phone call will be made. All right, I will start calling home today. If you have any trouble handing in work or any other questions, please let me know. Some of you guys already started messaging me with questions, which is great. That's what I want you guys to do. Last, today we'll be doing something different to make sure that everyone is copying their notes. I need you guys to take a picture of your notes and send it to my email, my 162 email. Got it? All right, let's start. The SOBA in the beginning, analyze, we'll be able to analyze new information in order to differentiate between compounds and mixtures. All right, the new word for today is mixtures. All right, so now what I want you guys to do is work on the do now. You can answering the following questions. Look at this picture right here and write down which pictures are elements and which pictures are compounds. You can definitely go back in your notes from the ones you copied yesterday to answer this question. Okay, you can also pause the video right now so that you can answer it in your notebook or binder or loose leaf. Okay, you guys should have paused it and answered the question, so let's go over it. Number one, right here. This will be an element, right? Because all of the atoms are the same, okay? So these are elements. Number two will also be considered an element. Same thing, right? All the atoms are the same. Number three, this is where it gets tricky. So number three, we have a dark gray atom with a white little atom. Okay, that means that this will be considered a compound, all right? A compound because they have different types of atoms that are chemically bonded together. Number four will also be considered a compound because, as you can see, you have two red atoms and one gray atom chemically bonded together, all right? So this will be considered a compound. And then number five, you guys guessed it correct. It is an element, okay? Because you have the same type of atom. You only have one type of atom. All right, let's move on to the next one. All right, what we know so far. So, right here, when a molecule has only one type of atom, it is an element. Just like we have right here in the two examples, hydrogen by itself only has hydrogen atoms, so it's an element. Here we have oxygen. We only have oxygen atoms right here, and that is an element. Now, when a molecule has more than two types of atoms, it is a compound, all right? So water right here is made from the hydrogen and oxygen atoms or elements, and they chemically, right, bond together through a chemical reaction and they make H2O, right? We have water right here. Make sure to copy these examples, right, in your notebook and make sure to draw it. You can pause the video right now to make sure that you have it in your notebook. Next, all right, the pictures below are all substances. What similarities or differences do you notice about each picture? All right, pause the video right now so that you can have some time to answer that question. All right, so you should have unpaused the video. Now, as you can see, picture number one, all right, these are all considered to be atoms, right? Now, what I've noticed is that all of these atoms are the same. For picture number two, I see different types of atoms and I see them that they're chemically bonded together, right? That means chemically bonded means that they're stuck. Even though in picture one, these are together, right? Like chemically bonded together, they're stuck together. They are still all the same atoms and these are just different chemically bonded atoms together. Here we have chemically bonded atoms together right here. However, they're made of different types of atoms, or should I say molecules, right? Because molecules are more than one atom. They'll have different types of molecules. However, the molecules, compared to the second picture, are not chemically bonded together, meaning the pinks are only with the pinks and the purples are only with the purples. Right here, you have green with the two pinks, right? And I'll explain what the differences are and what they're called. So let's compare. All right, picture one shows molecules of only one type of atom. What does this mean? This means that this substance right here is an element, right? This is pretty easy. You guys know that. All right. Picture number two shows molecules with more than one type of atom. The atoms are chemically bonded. They are stuck together. This means this substance is a compound, okay? It's a compound because the green and the pinks are together. Here, picture number three shows molecules with more than one type of atom. However, the different atoms are not chemically bonded. They are not stuck together. This means that the substance is a mixture, okay? So we have a mixture right here. This is what a mixture looks like, okay? That you have the different molecules, but the different molecules are not chemically bonded, like in picture two. All right, and then I'll show you another picture next. All right, but make sure to pause the video and copy these notes. Now I explain to you, right, how a mixture looks like, but there's another way that mixtures can also look like. So for example, if you can see, right, picture A, when you look at picture A and compare it to picture B, we have already established the fact that picture B is a mixture, right? From the last slide. Picture B, right, is picture 3, same thing. So when we go back, this is a mixture. Now this will also be considered a mixture. Why? Because they have two different molecules, all right? One of the molecules is this one right here, which is the green with the two pinks, and then the other molecules is these two pinks together. Now this is a mixture because the green with the two pinks are not chemically combined or bonded with these two little pinks, okay? So again, these two pictures are mixtures, all right? You can say that this right here, the green with the two pinks, is a compound, right, in a mixture. So this whole thing is considered a mixture, and it has a compound right here, and you can also say these are elements. However, when I ask you guys what this is, if it's a compound or a mixture, you need to say that this is a mixture. Okay? It's a mixture of two different atoms that are not chemically bonded together. Now, a compound is not a mixture. Okay? The molecules in a mixture of hydrogen gas and oxygen gas look like this, right? This is a mixture. They're not chemically bonded. But the molecules in water look like this, okay? You see the hydrogen and the oxygens are chemically bonded. So this is a mixture and this is not, right? And this is a compound because water is a compound made when hydrogen and oxygen react and their atoms become chemically joined together or to each other. All right, I'm gonna have you guys pause and then copy that down in your notes. Okay, we're unpausing. Now let's move on to the next slide. I need you to copy these two key terms, the definition for compound and mixture, which is compound, a substance whose smallest unit is made of more than one element bonded together. Mixture, when two or more substances, elements, or compounds come together but do not combine to make a new substance, okay? So compounds, they're chemically bonded together. Mixture, they are not. And remember, elements all have the same atoms. All right? However, compounds and mixtures do not. Now, what's next? You guys are gonna watch the YouTube video attached to this link, all right? And then also you're gonna complete the Google form on Google Classroom for today's date. It will say step 2. We're gonna get into the routine. You always do the step 1 first for today's date, and then you always do the second step. Okay? There will always be a first step and a second step. Again, if you have any questions, you can text me, guys. I left the number on Google Classroom so you can reach me faster. Okay?